In the famous sequel to one of the Zelda series' most acclaimed games, we witness the only appearance of the infamous Majora's Mask, unless you want to count Easter eggs in other games. Even nearly 25 years later, much about this mysterious mask remains unknown. However, there are certain things we do know. The mask originated from an ancient, evil tribe that used it for dark, hexing rituals. When its power grew too strong, the tribe sealed it away to prevent further destruction. The mask remained hidden until it resurfaced in the hands of the Happy Mask salesman before the events of Majora's Mask. How he obtained it remains a mystery, but what is clear is that the spirit of Majora still lingered within it. Soon after, the Skull Kid steals the mask, takes Epona from Link, and drags him to Termina, all within minutes. He then curses Link, transforming him into a Deku Scrub. As the game unfolds, we see the Skull Kid using the mask's power to bring the moon crashing down upon Termina. The sheer magnitude of this act demonstrates the immense strength of Majora's Mask. However, what makes Majora truly terrifying is its intent, not to conquer or rule Termina, but to obliterate it entirely, with no regard for the innocent lives it would destroy. From the tragic fate of the Deku Butler's son to the manipulation of Skull Kid as a mere puppet, Majora's hunger for chaos is relentless. The mask is one of the most dangerous artifacts in the Legend of Zelda series. This is evident in the reaction of the Happy Mask salesman when Link fails to retrieve it. His desperation even leads him to strangle Link, a mere child. This underscores both the mask's importance and the insanity it inspires. As Link progresses through Termina, he aids its people, breaking the curses afflicting the four regions, and ultimately frees the four giants. Their intervention halts the moon's descent, at least momentarily, but before Termina is truly saved, Majora discards the Skull Kid, deeming him a useless puppet, and retreats into the moon, causing it to fall once more. Link follows Majora into the moon, but instead of a cold, desolate crater, he finds himself in a serene, grassy field with a lone tree at its center. There, four children wearing the masks of the defeated bosses play, while a fifth child, wearing Majora's mask, sits alone beneath the tree. After speaking with this child, the final battle begins. Link defeats Majora, and in its final form, Wrath, the mask cries out in agony before the moon crumbles around them. Link is then transported back to Termina Field. As the game concludes, we see Link and Skull Kid watching as the four giants return to their respective regions. The Skull Kid, now freed from Majora's influence, recognizes Link, recalling a fairy child who once taught him a song in the woods, confirming that this is the same Skull Kid from Ocarina of Time. The Happy Mask salesman, now in possession of the mask once again, claims that the evil within it has vanished. He acknowledges Link's efforts in helping the people of Termina and praises the happiness stored within the masks he has collected. But is the evil truly gone? What if Majora's spirit still lingers somewhere in Hyrule? As many know, the Legend of Zelda timeline is split into three distinct branches. 1. The Child Timeline, where Link is sent back in time after defeating Ganondorf in Ocarina of Time. 2. The Adult Timeline, where Ganondorf is sealed away following his defeat. And 3. The Fallen Timeline, where Link is defeated by Ganondorf, leading to the events of A Link to the Past and beyond. So how does this relate to Majora's Mask potentially still existing? In the Child Timeline, Link travels to Termina, defeats Majora, and seemingly purges the mask of its evil. But what if Majora existed in the other two timelines as well? Nintendo has stated that modern Zelda games are so far removed from the established timeline that they exist in their own era. However, this doesn't negate the possibility that multiple versions of Majora's Mask exist across different timelines. If the timeline split after Ocarina of Time, then there could be three separate versions of the mask. The one purified by Link in the Child Timeline, another in the Adult Timeline, and a third in the Fallen Timeline. So where are these other masks? The Adult Timeline. In this timeline, Hyrule was flooded to prevent Ganondorf's return, submerging much of its history beneath the Great Sea. This means Majora's Mask could be lost at the bottom of the ocean. However, if the Happy Mask salesman passed the mask down through generations, it could have survived. If one of his descendants managed to escape to the mountaintops before the flood, the mask may still be out there, possibly in New Hyrule, Phantom Hourglass and Spirit Tracks, or a settlement like Outset Island or Windfall Island. If Nintendo ever revisits this timeline, the mask could make a terrifying return. The Fallen Timeline. Here we have direct evidence of Majora's Mask's presence. In A Link Between Worlds, a clear successor to A Link to the Past, Majora's Mask is seen sitting in Link's house. This isn't a replica, it's the actual mask. How it ended up there is never explained. Perhaps the happy mask salesman perished in the imprisoning war, leaving the mask lost to time until Link's ancestors rediscovered it. But the real question is, does it still contain Majora's spirit? We know the mask has the ability to possess its wearer, but in A Link Between Worlds, Link never actually wears it. He can only merge into walls, making it appear as though he is wearing it. If someone were to put on the mask, would they fall under its control once more? We think so. Majora's Mask has endured for centuries, its dark magic woven into its very existence. It's not unreasonable to believe that its corrupting power persists in A Link Between Worlds. Modern Zelda, Tears of the Kingdom. If this is all just speculation, consider this. Majora's Mask is still present in Tears of the Kingdom. In the depths, players can find the floating Colosseum where they must battle waves of enemies. Upon defeating the final foe, a chest appears. Inside, none other than Majora's Mask itself. While this version of the mask does not corrupt Link, it does wield a strange power. When worn, almost all enemies refuse to attack Link, as if they recognize and fear its presence. Only Lionels, after some time, see through the disguise and attack. This suggests that Majora's dark energy still lingers, even in the time of Tears of the Kingdom. Whether this is just a nostalgic Easter egg or a sign of something more, Majora's Mask continues to exist in The Legend of Zelda, and its return could be closer than we think. What do you think? Could Majora's Mask make a comeback? Does its evil still lurk somewhere in modern Hyrule? Let us know in the comments below, and be sure to like and subscribe for future Zelda content. This has been Danny with Game Domain.